And here we go. Looks like we are now in with the very first attack as GAKU is kicking it off. And we're seeing those base or the box style base designs as it is going to be the Lalo here from NAVI as we got the raged up Yeti blimp going in to remove a scatter shot, taking out the enemy Royal Champion to allow this queen to continue to push her way towards that town hall.
Yes, Clan Castle, a nice timing. I mean, that's always such an important thing with those blimps that, yes, they take down a lot of value. That is always one important thing. But the next story is always that you can lure out the Clan Castle and you do not have to face that Clan Castle inside a lot of damage. We have seen that in just our last match where we had to face the Clan Castle during its single Inferno towers on that queen during X-bows and everything. So you had to invest freezes, you had to invest rage spells and everything. So with this blimp early on, he's doing a great job of taking down the Clan Castle without any damage on his queen whatsoever, and now he can really charge towards that tunnel compartment. It's going to be in a sweeper, it's going to be in a rage tower, which is a lot of damage, but I mean, if there's someone who can pull this off, it's going to be GAKU for sure.
Absolutely, you just got to keep your eye on that queen's health. Can't lose that queen ability. You definitely need it with that Mylef standing near the town hall as we have a headhunter. Look at the angle he deploys the headhunter. So it is in the rage to help speed up the king takedown as that's going to run across, maybe pull a skeleton. No, just that giant bomb as the queen steps her way into the town hall compartment.
Yeah, she steps inside, nicely funneled with the king now working at the same time on the other side. So a lot of multitasking going on right now. The royal champion pushing in. She's supposed to go to the expo, which she is now. But the queen is under a lot of damage. The warden, the sweeper, the town, everything is shooting at that queen. He needs to invest that next rage really soon. That means the last rage is now invested, with the Lalo pushing in from the top right side, or should I more say, a couple of loons are pushing in from the top right side with the royal champion in the mix as well.
As he's trying to keep this RC alive, but that multi does lock onto her. So she's going down, does not have the Diggy anymore. I think that unless the Diggy's somewhere in there, I don't see it as he makes the RC invisible to help secure that multi-target Inferno, which was clutch, and now freezes that monolith as the RC is pushing her way to the backside. The balloons are up. We've got pups, minions, the Phoenix as well. Queen stays alive, and we've got ourselves a 3-star again from GAKU. Well, this is the first attack in the match, but that means that we saw earlier that GAKU hasn't failed yet, and he's keeping his streak alive. And GAKU, insane strong. What a brilliant attack. Getting the Queen Charge Lalo, using that Blimp Yetis to remove a section and also lure out that Clan Castle. Brilliant attack.
And now PATOLNO is going in. We see the Inferno Dragons in this one, and we might see the Rocket Loons taking down the air defense. It's working, and the sweeper has been taken care of as well on the in the core of the base.
Okay, we have a sweeper down because it looks like he wants to come from the right side because that's the angle that the sweeper was pointing to come through as we see skeleton spells trying to come in and distract some defenses as the balloons and the Inferno Dragons are all down as he's being patient with his king and queen. Now sends them to the far right side. Battle Blimp with that warden to send it all the way to the town hall.
All the way to the town hall indeed. There is a red mine. We see the rage now happening. Can those loons take down the monolith as well? And the answer is yes. There was no tornado trap whatsoever, and now those Inferno Dragons have to take down most of the damage. The X-bows are a big target because those are one of the defenses which can actually threaten those heroes, and as long as your heroes are staying alive, you are looking good. Double skeleton trap is popping and is delaying those heroes and the Inferno Dragons, and the X-bows just keep shooting.
As that X-bows push, will it keep is frozen there as that multi-target Inferno is also frozen, sending the Royal Champion to the bottom side. A lot of these Inferno Dragons did go down, but can he continue to push his way all the way up to the top with one more skeleton spell to utilize? This queen will have to walk around a little bit of these walls. Wow, look at all those Inferno Dragons. They kind of disappeared here, as now it's going to rely on his heroes to continue to finish this base off.
Yeah, the Royal Champ ability is getting forced early. The Expo has to go down, otherwise maybe the Queen can just finish the job. Expo is dropping lower and lower, and it should go down versus the Royal Champion. The Queen ability is still left to use. You can still use this poison spell if possible. Skeleton traps are popping up around this multi-Inferno tower. And so far it looks really good for PATOLNO, even though the Inferno Dragons, they just went down. The Black Mine hitting that poor little Warden, but the Queens keep staying alive.
Yeah, that Queen with ability drops that poison spell just in case. There's the tornado trap right there. And luckily it wasn't where you sent the blimp. You never know. Is it in front of the town hall? Is it behind the town hall? It's just a flip of a coin there. Or it could be somewhere else in the base entirely. It's all about the base builders trying to play mind games and predict where the attacker may send a blimp or some sort of attack through. And we just saw that they won on the offensive side. Got the 3-star PATOLNO. What a brilliant attack, using some Inferno Dragons to get it done. Ours is attack, and hey, look, that's what I thought he may come in with. He loves his Blizzard Lalo, and he's deciding to send in the Warden. The balloons pops that ability to try to get as much value with these balloons as possible, as he freezes up that poison spell tower that is right next to that town hall. As we got the Invis, Rage, and those super wizards trying to get their value.
Ooh, the super wizard staying out of the range of the poison is incredible, of the poison tower and the poison of the town hall, because the poison tower shot at those loons, I think. And take a look at that value. I mean, already one scatter down, the town hall down, rage towers, like one rage tower is down, a multi-inferno tower. The value is just looking incredible. But needs to freeze up those defenses, because this Queen is taking a lot of damage. There's now the Icy Golem tanking for her, and somehow he managed to not lose that ability. That is crazy.
Wow, that is going to be so helpful. This Queen continue her way around now behind that King. As the Eagle Artillery locks down on the King, that Queen is slowly getting healed up. But something I also did notice is when the blimp went down, the blimps, goblins, whatever came out, ended up passing the town hall and activated the tornado trap. So there is going to be no tornado trap on this attack for the Lalo, which is going to be very beneficial so he doesn't get spun around anywhere.
That's right. In addition to that, he's now trying to use the Royal Champion to snipe that multi-inferno tower as his Queen is walking around the outside of the base, not being in range of that multi-inferno tower. Invisibility spell is getting used to redirect the Expo, but it's locking onto the Queen, which was not maybe the best decision. But remember, there's not much base left. As soon as the scatter and the multi-inferno tower are going to go down, there's not anything which can actually somehow defend this Lalo, because ground Expos, Carbon, they're not the best defense against air.
Well, we have a Rage Up multi-target Inferno. Watch out, he needs to keep this frozen as he passes his way through. We got a red air bomb. Let's see if his balloons can stay up through the section. It's looking good, and the Eagle can't hit these balloons when it's on top of itself. And we've got a crushing attack from Stars with that Blizzard Lalo. What an impressive attack. That blip went perfectly placed, using a freeze to freeze up the poison spell tower so it doesn't get launched onto his blimp and those super wizards, and just breaking the base down one by one in each one of those sections. Ooh, Skelly Donut indeed. We've got an Ice Hound in the mix as well. And there we go. The bat spell to try to help remove the multi. Another one. Or is we got skeletons on the monolith there. It looks like we might just have that as he's trying to take out these 3 buildings. Clan Castle has been secured. Multi's been secured, and now the monolith is getting repaired, but no, it goes down as well.
That is some crazy value. We have a super dragon in there. That's interesting. That's the defensive rage. Was that? I'm right now a little bit confused. He has to snipe the defensive warden, so his super dragon is not taking too much damage. Did he want to take down just that multi-inferno tower, or do you think the town hall was on the menu? Because I'm not really sure yet.
I feel like the town hall was
he found his Queen into the town hall, sorry.
Yeah, he wants to get this queen there because maybe the super dragon could have helped take that king down a little bit quicker or something. But that warden did do a lot of damage. Now his king is going into the enemy queen and scattershot up there, sends the world champion to help assist his queen because there's a lot of expo fire on this queen, or about to be, in this compartment next to the town hall, and the defensive rage spell is waiting for him.
Yes, but with that royal champion, she's on a good way of redirecting into the town hall. Royal's ability to get that queen back in there. Come on, is she going for the eagle? No, the town hall's activated, which means the royal champion is trying to lock onto that. Queen ability to burst down the town hall, that's already a lot of value, especially considering that he still has the warden ability, because remember, he only invested a couple of spells in the first place and did not invest the warden ability to deliver a blimp to some specific part in the base, as Stars did in his attack.
Oh, he freezes up that eagle because we had... Oh, red air bomb freezes up the multi. He's able to get his way there. Sneaks the balloons in with just barely enough health as he continues his lava through. And look at that ice hound from that Warden Eternal Tome. Made it all the way to the right side. Stayed alive. And just continue its way through. Now froze up that section. But that Eagle Artillery finally is now getting locked onto by these balloons. But those ice pups are so nice because they can slow down the defenses just by getting hit by the ice pups.
That was really important to make sure the eagle was not able to shoot. And now the loon's splitting up, which means the wizard tower cannot deal that much damage to take all of them out. And this wave of minions and ice pups and everything is just going to swarm the rest of the base. And with 10 seconds left, this is going to be the next 3-star. What is going on, Carbon? We are just witnessing a crazy match after crazy match with those high scoring matches. And it's 6-6. I mean, that is just unbelievable. Navi up next.
But here we go with the next attack as we have Koma coming in for Navi. And we've got that Flame Flinger to the far right side to help clear this area, as it's going to be a hybrid. He's deciding to send the hybrid with the miners and hogs in.
I always love to watch a good Queen Charge hybrid, so I cannot wait to see how this one goes, especially because it seems like that he's charging on the opposite side, which is always a really big risk. I mean, let's be honest, there's an invisibility tower around the town hall, there's a rage tower around the town hall, which means his hybrid has to push through all of that. This is going to be a really risky plan. If there's like a lot of traps, if there's like a lot of ground skeleton traps, for example, this can be a really big problem for him. But so far, the Flinger is doing a nice job of funneling, but the hybrid is going to be pushed anytime soon into this 4 o'clock side, maybe?
Yeah, we have to keep our queen alive. There's the rage through these pups to scatter. Oh no! Unfortunately, that queen ability is forced, as now some of these lava pups are going to make their way over to the Flame Flinger. Probably going to open it up. Now the... No! The scatter shot locked out of the healers, and the multi's taking them down too! Oh no.
No way. And take a look at that. There's even a lot of spring traps around the town hall. This is not looking good for him at the moment. The heal spell is keeping the majority of troops alive. There's the freeze to the invisibility. The rage is making sure that the town is getting bursted down quite quickly. Vulnerability. But is this going to be enough power for the back end? The scatter at the bottom side is still left alive. And it's not going to go down anytime soon.
Yeah, unfortunately, he lost his Poison Lizard as well, which helps slow down those defensive heroes. Royal Champion's going to lock onto this Mylith, but the Mylith is going to take her down, and he wanted that queen to charge her way further into this base. That multi and scatter shot, and unfortunately, queen not taking those down and losing the healers. And this one is our first fail, and of course, it happens after I say someone's going to have that mistake that will cost them the war. Is this that mistake? You know, the jinxing power is just too strong, you know, that it just seems to be.
You're saying you're trying your best to make sure that we're not going to get a 15-15. I understand. That is your...
We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, and I mean, with this power of jinxing, we won't see it either, so... It's all good.
sure.
It's all good. But no, like getting back to the attack, 82% is overall not bad. You have to say that first on turn of 15, but struggling with keeping the queen alive, then getting unfortunate while he's placing that hybrid, having the scatter locking onto the healers, just worst possible timing.
We got LoOPzera coming in with the Zap Lalo, and we haven't been seeing the Electro Titans. We've been seeing a lot of Lalo attacks between these two teams here.
Yeah, it really seems that those two teams are prioritizing those type of Lalo attacks. I have seen that Klaus likes to run this specific type of Lalo quite a bit as well, which is invest a couple of loons with the Warden ability and the Blimp towards the Town Hall, take down one of the scatter shots in those box spaces, and always use a sneaky Goblin Blimp to take down the Town Hall, which gives you a lot of freedom then to play the Lalo after that, and especially to play your hero power, because with that you are going to guarantee lure out the clan castle, and then you can play the Lalo after, which is somewhat risky because you do not have the Warden left anymore. The Warden ability is missing, and the aura of the Warden, because remember, I feel like a lot of times people underestimate how much impact the Warden aura itself has. I mean, this is around about 600 HP on every single loon more, which is, that can be a crazy big game changer.
Huge, absolutely. That makes a big deal, as we do have a defensive rage that has come back next to that Eagle, the Ground Expos, the Grand Warden, and it will be raging up that multi-target Inferno. So you have to watch out. He's continuing this push with his heroes. King, Queen, Royal Champion to the top side. As that, we also have another defensive rage on the back side for the other multi with the Tesla farm over there. That is going to be devastating to try to push through. So we have to keep our eye on how he's going to keep those balloons alive as he flies his way through.
Yeah, I mean, so much of the base is already gone. At this point, it is mainly this one multi-inferno tower against the world. And with that, I mean, against a huge wave of loons. It's important that the Hound maybe stays alive and flies across to trigger some traps, but I feel like that's not going to happen. The Hound popping too early, and this means possible red mines have a big impact if there are any on this side. There's the first red mine coming up. We have some more red mines coming up, and that is hitting hard. More red mines entered a trap, but the Inferno tower at least went down.
Inferno did go down as these balloons are trying to path their way through. We have that defensive scatter on the backside. He has a Headhunter going into the Royal Champion. Queen's going for the bomb tower. She'll continue to walk around. The Headhunter did die off, so this defensive... the scatter removes all the balloons! The defense of the backside hold strong, and Klaus is going to prevent the 3-star here from LoOPzera.
No way. This backhand defense being the big game changer. You can see his reaction. He is not happy with this scatter shot destroying his entire attack. It is still going to be a higher percentage, so they still have the lead in this one, the head-to-head, but with 4 attacks overall, with 2 attacks each on both sides of the teams still to go, anything can still happen. I think you would have liked, especially versus the World Champion from 2022, you would have liked to have this 1-star lead in the middle of the match, because that can be such a big game changer. Of those OP attackers is going to be Kazuma, and there is no queen charge from him, which is kind of uncharacteristic. I guess a lot of times he just likes to do this Lalo, but the lightning around this is going to be the Expo, Warden, and multi-inferno, or what exactly is going to be the plan. But he's starting things off with 1 Electro Dragon. I love those surgical Electro Dragons. They're just so fun to watch, because I feel like people are never really paying attention to those little details, and that can be such a big difference. Is he going to rage that, or is he just... No, he's just going to take down this entire compartment only with an Electro Dragon. How do you see that in such a short amount of time? That is crazy.
Look at that. He's trying to take it down. The E-Dragon, no traps over here. So that E-Dragon is going solo into the multi, secures it. And then the Dragon Rider is going to try to secure the top multi. Look at that.
Is he going to then target the Eagle artillery directly? Is that going to be the plan? Because that would be just crazy. I mean, there's a sweeper he needs to be careful of, but he has 1 more Electro Dragon. Where is he going to use that? Top Eagle is down. Yes, now he's targeting that Eagle directly with this Electro Dragon. Kazuma, this plan is insane, but he does not have a rage spell left, so he just needs to make sure that this Electro Dragon is slowly but surely taking away those defenses. That plan is crazy.
Look at this. The E-Dragon solos and grabs all the value. No traps over here on this side of the base. Absolutely dissecting it, which means that the traps have to be over here near the town hall. As the queen's gonna push her way to the right, as with a warded ability goes right away to protect these Inferno dragons. As he freezes up this town hall, still has a few more spells left, as he still has his world champion to send in this base. But will the Inferno dragons lock out of the town hall?
Oh no, the town hall needs to go down. Everything else worked perfectly. The queen now following in, but those Inferno Dragons did not get anything whatsoever. The warden goes down as well. The king at the top side taking down the scatter shot in just a second. The Expo locking onto that attacking siege machine. You still can use the Royal Champion, maybe with having the Super Dragon tank. There we go now. But this defending queen is going to deal a lot of damage, and I'm not sure if this is going to be a 3-star now. The Super Dragon has to take down the queen. Can he do it? Yes, the queen is down.
Wow, that Super Dragon.
Wow.
Did so much work there. And look at the Raw Champion. She's going to continue her way through. This attack is so close here as the Raw Champion takes the scatter. The Diggy's going to help stun that Archer Tower, help try to take it down, but these Skellies are a bit of a problem. And he might just have it if he has enough time here, Itsu.
Oh no, the time is ticking, but the Royal Champion is there, and the plan was just too good.
As let's see what CELINHO can do, as he is also going to be coming in with some Zap Lalo. It is the air army here today. We've seen one hybrid, which unfortunately didn't work, but now we're back with the air and another early warden blimp. No! Itsu, the blimp, and a tornado!
Ooh.
Oh no!
What? What?
Oh no.
This blimp was not even in the warden ability?
Nope. Oh, that...
I am right now a little bit confused, but this is really bad news for Clash Champs. I mean, we have just seen what a Rage Tower and the Town Hall can do to a lot of troops with the Inferno Dragons, and now he needs to somehow take that still out with, I mean, heroes. He has a couple of spells to support, but otherwise this is going to be really tricky for him.
It's going to be so difficult to push his way into this town hall. Makes the queen invisible. He has no support other than trying to use some skeleton, or just one skeleton and a handful of freezes. Can he secure this town hall? But remember, Itsu, no warden as well. So no matter what, he has to go all out for this town hall as it does activate. And that's going to be a problem. Is that a Lava Hound also comes out too, so it's going to stall up his heroes.
Oh no, things are going from bad to worse for CELINHO in this attack, because with his heroes going down, he still needs to secure that second star. He has a haste, he has a freeze, so maybe he's just going to invest that to haste a couple of loons in there. But this is just going to be such an expensive investment. Right now he's trying to pick up outside buildings to like enable more percentage. He's now going to use the Hound to trigger for traps, trying to take down the defensive Hound as well. There's the haste, there's the freeze, and that is hopefully going to take down the Town Hall.
Let's see, Town going down, and is it secured? Yes, the Town Hall is secured for the second star there, but since that blimp pulled that early tornado trap, there is no risk of finding a tornado trap at this point. Obviously, there's no way to 3-star, as he's trying to just pick off as many buildings as possible for the percentage. But going into the final set of attacks, they're going to be down by a star now, and the percentage is going to bring them down. And the final attacker that we're going to see for Navi in this match is going to be Klaus. He's going to come in, and can he clutch it up? And he has come in with many clutch attacks in the past, so he definitely is capable. He doesn't have the 3-star to win, even though a 3-star is a guarantee victory to move to go to the final match, or potential final, as it would be a 2-0 match. You win that, then you go to the playoffs for next weekend.
Oh, I love it. We see the recall spell. In this one, it's going to be a Queen Charge Lalo. Blimp still in there, but it seems like a different approach than what I expected.
Yeah, with this Queen to the left side, not using... Okay, I was going to say not using the healers, but... Well, okay, wait a second. He's using all his healers. Itsu, typically, if you want to recall a Queen with healers, you don't deploy all of them, right? You only deploy, what, about 4 or so? So, or maybe 3 to... Or I think it's 4, right? Where you can then recall everything together. 4? Yeah, so you can then recall the Queen, all the troops, and then send her somewhere else, and then you deploy that final healer. He's just sent them all in.
Yeah, maybe he's expecting that the unicorn is going down, because when the unicorn goes down, then it's fine with the 5 healers. But if you want to recall the unicorn as well, then it's only 4 healers. So a lot of times if you charge the town hall where the unicorn typically is going down, you can invest 5 healers. But on this one, yeah, he's just... Oh, well, okay. Actually, there's nothing really left, but... Okay, so the reason why he did this recall is because he wants to avoid the monolith. The monolith is such a heavy defense that with this angle, he's going to avoid that for quite some time. And this means he's saving more rages than just investing the new spell, the recall spell. So investing the recall spell, he's just better on the spell capacity than just powering through the rage tower. And at least that's what I feel like the thought process looks like. And now the Queen is still on her way towards the town hall.
He's gonna push this Queen slowly that way. She looks like she'll probably run to the bottom side, as now we're starting the Lalo with the Warden and the Warden ability going for this Blimp. But it is gonna get pushed back by the Sweeper as it lands, and he wants to take out that Eagle Artillery with it as the Lalo is moving his way through, as he wants that Queen, which looks like he wants the Queen to secure the town hall, as she's gonna make her way all the way around, as there's the next rage for this Queen to keep her alive.
Yes, this Queen has to get the tunnel. We have seen what happens if this main push, which is supposed to get the tunnel, is not going to get it. We have seen that with the Blimp. We have seen that earlier today already as well. But this Queen is trying her best to somehow manage to take down the tunnel. The Black Mine is hitting the healer, which means it's 1 healer less. It's 33 seconds. The invisibility spell is getting invested to push the Queen inside to take down the tunnel. But there's a skeleton spell, and the Queen is going to switch to the storage. I mean, there's the freezes, but 20 seconds to secure the second star now.
He's moving through the tunnel, should be going down. He's got 1 haste. He had a handful of balloons. They've pretty much all died. With 10 seconds left, he does secure that second star just in time. But he was planning on this Queen to potentially get into that town hall, or at least that maybe the Warden with the Lalo to get a little bit more value, as this is only the 92%.
On this one, pCastro is going in last for Clash Gems with another Skelly Donut, and we have already seen how powerful this strategy can be in the hands of a pro.
Indeed, we saw some value before, but pCastro is looking to add a 3-star to the board for Clash Gems. Even though they can't win, they still want to end strong in this match against Navi, as we're going to see the Queen off to the far right side being used with that Giant in front of her. Let's see if he can continue to get some more value all the way to the air defense, multi-mortar. Trying to say there's no wall breakers for this Queen, so he's going to rely on the Queen kind of setting her own path at this point here, Itsu.
Maybe what he tries to do to take down the defenses around the multi-inferno tower, and then send the battle drill onto the multi-inferno tower, so that one is then taken care of. That might be an option. I don't know. Maybe he's just saying, okay, my King and my Warden together are going to take down that defending multi-inferno tower no matter what. And this is kind of what it looks like at the moment. So we have now the heroes, pretty much all of them except the Queen, getting sent into that compartment. And, well, Royal Champion, King, on the Town Hall. The Town Hall should go down. And that opening is looking incredible, to be honest.
That value with the Warden ability, raged up Royal Champion, securing the Town Hall and trying to also grab that monolith. And yes, look at the heroes moving all the way through this base, getting so much value. And like you said, a battle drill now coming to the bottom side, gonna move its way through as the Lalo is coming through, as he needs to freeze. as the Royal Champion does go down. You need to keep those balloons protected as the scatter shot is going to be a big threat here on both sides.
Yeah, those scatter shots we have seen already in the past how big of a threat they are, but with having loons coming in from every different angle possible and having a lot of spells for the back end, I'm not sure if that scatter can actually defend this base alone. There's the haste, there's the freeze, and even with the siege machine left alive, the plan was just too OP, Carbon.
So strong, and he still has an invis and freeze, crushing this one. And we saw both the Skelly Donut attacks got so much value and super strong. And Clash Champs is one of the best teams in the world at doing that attack strategy. And they look at the value. You put a Clan Castle next to another high value defense like a Monolith, Infernos, Scatters. You put them all close together and they are likely to be going down. But it's a tied up match on Stars. But percentage is on Navi's side, and they will get the victory here in match number 2, pushing Navi to 2-0 and 1 win away to going to the playoff stage. And it just shows you how strong Navi is. They got a golden ticket, and now they're 2-0 in the Swiss stage here, Itsu.
That is right indeed, and I somehow cannot get over this that we have seen this result already today. It's like back-to-back for us now, 30-13 matches. The first one already as well decided on percentage, and this is the same thing here. We had a lot of matches happening at the same time. Tribe actually won the match with their last attack, so it might be that we have Navi versus Tribe in the next round, depending on how the randomized matchups look like. Otherwise, we have ET Esports winning again as well with another 13 stars. I have no clue what changed with them from the qualifier to this stage, but something did, because they averaged like 1 3-star per attack before that, and now they're like going 13 to 13 like back to back, which is incredible. So they are looking really strong.